Okay, so rapper Logic made the announcement that he is retiring from rap.
Word.
Congratulations to him on
And
his...
it's for a good sorry.
No, he wants to raise his son.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
You want to, and it makes sense for someone to want to like stop the life and raise a kid.
Now, Nile, when Nile and I were trading messages, Nile, do you remember what you said?
I said oldest trick in the book.
Yeah. Talk more on that.
Well,
like pretending to retire?
Yeah,
like
I've
Jay-Z,
seen Weezy,
like Jay-Z?
I've seen Jay-Z, I've seen literally almost every rapper do this.
Yeah.
I mean, and what it does, obviously, their next project, they're trying to get a lot of sales on.
Mm-hmm.
This is my last project, so support it really, really hard. And then guess what? They do, because everyone believes that person's going to be done. They're done making music. That's the last time I'm going to hear their lyrics. Yeah. I'm going to support it. And so every video they're going to do is going to look like extra grandiose and all that. And sales are up. It works. It's a great marketing campaign. Yeah. So
have you guys listened to it at all? I haven't listened
to
it.
The new song?
Yeah.
He's called No Pressure.
No Pressure, sorry. No Pressure.
Isn't that an old song?
No, he made a song called, he made a album called Pressure.
Right. Oh, got
and
it.
now he's got a new album, his
about.
last album called No Pressure.
No Pressure.
No Pressure.
Word.
So
I like his older stuff, to be honest. I like all his stuff, but I do like his older stuff. I will say
we
that.
all like his older stuff. That's why we have issues with Logic.
Well, you know what? I actually agree with what you're saying. But I think that he has the right intention. I think that he does want to take care of his son. I don't know in the back of his head that he's already planning. Oh, it's all part of the plan. I'm definitely gonna come out with more music. I'm just gonna use this as an excuse. But does that make sense? I think that it's it wouldn't be surprising.
It's definitely part of it.
It wouldn't be surprising if he like.
Well,
came back.
it's just a break. Yeah, if he comes.
Yeah,
back.
that's what I was gonna say. It's a break, really.
He's
going to take a couple years off to take his care of his.
Yeah, I mean, look,
in like 5 years, he can be like, "I'm back.
Yeah,
I got this fire."
If he's a musician, if he's a real musician, you're gonna always have that itch. It's gonna be that itch, and you'll be like, oh man, someone says something about me. Like someone's gonna say something funny about Logic. Some rapper named Little 6ix9ine divided by 3. It's like Logic half white. Well, I'm half not white. Like whatever. And Logic's gonna be like, man, bro. He don't know how better I am now. And he's gonna come out 5 years from now with an album. Happens every time. I don't see the point. I do see that's what I'm saying. As a marketing scheme, I get it. So like we'll play along, but since I'm on a podcast, like I'm just gonna call it a spade a spade. You're just doing a good marketing campaign. Also, I think that Logic has had a really tough career, like post, signing with Def Jam.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I think because there was obviously some deal, right? How many albums he's able to drop within this. So now he's at that point. He's like, all right, I've done everything I needed to do with Def Jam. Now, of course, when you get to that kind of level of success, you're going to deal with a lot of criticisms. You're going to deal with, politics. He's probably tired of all that bullcrap. So I would say he's retiring from working with major labels. And the next time he comes in, he's going to be independent. Because when he started off, he was broke. And then he made a break. And then he's on a label. But the thing is, labels suck. Like, they really do. For the most part, as far as like you have to produce and churn out this kind of music. I bet you the song he made, that Suicide song, he probably didn't have much to talk about. He probably didn't have much say on it. They probably like, hey, we need you to make this kind of track. We already got the artist for you. This is the hook. All you gotta do is rap about this. I bet you he didn't even have control over that. But that's how labels work. Like, hey, you're gonna rap about this. This is gonna be your sound for this album. So that can be extremely taxing for an artist.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to argue against anything along those lines. I was just going to bring up the whole and maybe I'm biased because I like Logic as a person. So everything that you said about him being frustrated or just not wanting to deal with the politics, I don't want to say I know him that well, but I feel like I know him enough to say that I think you're right on that. I just feel like he's such a talented rapper. I feel like maybe in the beginning, the first couple years when he had that buzz in Maryland and then it got bigger and bigger, he started writing that. And as he got bigger, I just noticed like the whole hip hop community from the Joe Buddens of the world just never really respected him. Right. And I think, do you think that it's because he's biracial? He's half white, half black, but he doesn't, for lack of a better word, doesn't look black. And he's very, I hate to say this, but you know what I mean? Like he's just a really like kind of like he'll even say it, like a nerdy guy. Mm-hmm. He likes Rubik's Cubes and he likes like cartoons. You know what I mean? Like he is not the, for lack of a better word, not the stereotypical rapper. And that's what I like about him. I mean, truth be told, dude, again, I remember seeing him in the beginning. I remember even after a show, my uncle's son was such a fan of his, but it wasn't there. He called my uncle's son on FaceTime, which is really unheard of. Now, again, at the time, it was actually at Celebrity Ballroom in Phoenix. I always think of like the energy of meeting someone, and maybe I'm like taking this all different ways, but I just look, he's he's making millions of dollars. He's fine, but I just feel like it's unfortunate that he never got the respect from his peers that I think that he deserved. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if some of his more mainstream music wasn't, vibing with you or other people, I mean, he's a talented rapper. The dude can freestyle. That cypher he did years ago,
right?
When he was nominated, I forgot what year it was, but it was still to this day one of my favorite ciphers.
Right. Well, I could definitely tell you. I mean, nobody was hating on Logic because he's biracial. When you have people like Eminem running around and Mac Miller, who have made a ton of music and has been respected in hip hop.
No, I get that, but I just feel like he didn't really get that. You know what I mean? Like he would just. I've heard.
Well, that's because of the music that he produced. That's what the hip hop community, they judge you based on the music you produce. If you produce kind of corny music like the Suicide song, you're gonna get some hate.
But aside from that song, he has a really good discography, and then he's also come out with other songs. Can't get specific right now, but what I'm saying is you can also see at someone's core if someone's talented or not. He's a lot more talented than a lot of rappers that are out there right now.
Talent is first of all, I mean, talent is like unlimited. There's so many talented people. What are you beyond that? Like, how are you, contributing to hip hop beyond that? It's not based on, oh, you're a good rapper, so I'm just going to love you. No, you got to make good music. So
I think he does.
I think he makes good music for like white kids. You know what I mean? But as far as like hip hoppers, you're talking about people that like, what talking about like Joe Budden or Charlamagne the God to criticize him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his music isn't for them, but they have voices in hip hop. And hip hop, like, you gotta have something like more than just whatever he did with the Suicide song and then whatever he did with the Marshmello song. He's just kind of made tracks like that. And I think he's internalized a lot of the criticisms. There we go. Thank you.
Sorry.
My human dictionary. Criticisms. In his own way, because he kind of got to his head too. If you listen to his music, his recent music, he kind of got to his head. Like, everyone else the problem, I'm not the problem.
He's going in on people, yeah.
He's going on people. He kept like it got repetitive. Like, a lot of the stuff he talks about was repetitive.
His story.
So I'm just saying, like, it gets old and people are like, you're just corny. Just like people think Russ is corny because like the way he moves. He's talented. He's got beats, but people think he's corny because of how he. Well, hip hop community thinks he's corny because of how he acts and what kind of music he produces and then how he feels he should be looked at. When you have that entitlement, like, you're gonna get pushback unless you have good music.
Here's the thing, man. I know we don't have time for this, but entitlement versus confidence, I don't think like
there's a difference.
Not to talk about Russ too much. I think he's just confident.
No, he's not.
I've watched enough of him to kind of get his vibe.
I watched enough of him too.
When you produce your own shit and write your own stuff, and I know you don't think he does. I know.
I didn't say that.
No, you said something like you said before, like his dad.
I don't think he's
for a record
independent.
company.
No, I don't think he started off independent. He had connects.
I think he did.
Didn't say. You don't think he had any connects? His dad worked for a freaking record label.
I don't believe that.
Well, I do.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Let's call him.
Yeah, let's call him.
All right.
You got Chance's number. You got Kanye's number. I know they haven't texted you back, but hey, maybe Russ will.
I don't got Kanye's number, bro.